So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. Or maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, it's Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Drake. And he's going to have the first down at about the 30. A gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fitzpatrick. short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant you get. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, he's up.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Fighting through pressure. He can't get him down. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Drake. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick. But now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returnable here for Callaway. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 47 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a cut to the right and some open field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
53, 73. Go, go, go.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer.
Still did it anyway. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson there to make the grab. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. He had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And partner, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Able to shake him off. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick, and he hits Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
53, check 53.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. They go play action, Mayfield. Just keeping the play alive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 66 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And Stills bringing it in. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I got you. I got you.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Chubb on the counter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And you've used the phrase with me, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to... more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.